Hello, welcome back to Let's Talk About. Today we're going to dive into that fantastic match we had yesterday. Fulham 4, QPR 1. What a fantastic result for the mighty Whites. So let's dive into all the talking points of the game. One of the more notable things of the day was the atmosphere at the cottage was so much better than it has been for a long time. Fulhamish discussed the atmosphere in their recent podcast last week, which is a really good listen, so I'd recommend. With it being a West London derby, of course, that helped. We had the flags out and it looked amazing. The chairman, Shahid Khan, is here for the week, watching QPR and Cardiff on Wednesday. And all these factors added in together to make a really hotly contested match with an atmosphere that I haven't heard for so long. It was becoming a real concern that our atmosphere was dying out, getting quieter and quieter. However, that game has given me hope that if we put the right things in place, we can make Craven Cottage a fortress, which is what it should be. Let's talk about the action. So first of all, Alexander Mitrovic's goal to make it 1-0 was superb. The way he controlled the ball with his chest while striking off the player to his left-hand side and then drilling it into the bottom left-hand corner was incredible. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mitrovic getting 30 plus goals this year. Don't even rule out 40. If he stays injury-free, there's no reason why he can't do that. At the moment it's 12 for 12 and he is actually on fire, and it is incredible that we have a striker like him leading the line. I had my doubts about him in the Premier League, and last year was very poor, we all know that. But I have to say right now I think he looks the best that he's ever looked in a Fulham shirt. So long may that continue. Now QPR's goal was very sloppy to bring them back into the game at 1-1. After such a fantastic first half, it's always worrying when you're only one goal ahead, especially after Coventry last week. I was a little bit concerned we might see a replay of that. And when QPR went on to score that goal because of a misplaced ODOI pass, it was quite painful. It felt like we weren't taking our chances, and it was so important how we reacted. But the boys did so well, they stuck to the game plan. Full throttle at QPR, and Mitrovic scores a header where he couldn't have placed it any better. It was one of those slow teasers where I thought it was going wide and then suddenly it's in. And then Bobby's goal was fantastic. That is what we haven't seen from Bobby Decordova-Reid this season. We know he's got a brilliant shot on goal when you think about the Liverpool goal last year and so many other examples, and that just felt like classic Bobby because he was so good in the Premier League and, in my opinion, better than he is in the Championship, which is bizarre. And I was a bit concerned about his role within this Marco Silva team. He hasn't had that many attacking contributions as much as we might expect from him. So to see him get that goal yesterday with that superb finish was absolutely beautiful. And then it being rounded off by Anthony Robertson, scoring that lovely deflected goal into the net to make it 4-1 was superb. Rounding off a great result, hopefully letting us erase the pain of the Coventry result 2 weeks prior. And there are a few special things to talk about in this game. First of all, how amazing was it to see Marek Rodak in between the sticks again? He's had 2 games this season where he's kept clean sheets, albeit cup games. And it's not like Gazzaniga is a bad keeper. I like him, I think he's great. But what does Marek Rodak have to do to get his opportunity? And I'm really glad that Silva selected him yesterday. He is an international goalkeeper. He puts in great performances for Slovakia. I don't think Gazzaniga has actually played for Argentina. So it was really good to see Rodak get his chance. And I think he played really well. I don't think there was too much he could do about the goal. It was a one-on-one situation from the left-hand side. I'd say most of the fault would fall on ODOI there. Other than that, he had a really good all-round safe game. And I'd like to see him again for the next fixture on Wednesday. Whilst Dennis ODOI does look like a little bit of a weak point within our defence, I think some of the things going around on social media are really harsh. We know ODOI is passionate about the club, he gives everything he can. He set up Mitrovic's goal again, and he's a good defender. I think we need to respect that. He's doing a good job. Tete is number 1, of course. He's world class, but I feel like ODOI is getting a little bit more stick than he deserves personally. And deserves a little bit more credit actually because some of the good play he does do. And of course, Fulham v QPR, one of the big talking points was the return of Stephan Johansen. He was an absolute pro yesterday. And I really appreciated that when QPR got their equaliser, 10 of the QPR players ran into that corner at the Cottage and celebrated like mad. And Steph Joe didn't even cheer. He just walked in another direction very respectfully. He didn't have to do that. He could have celebrated with the team. I don't think any Fulham fan would have resented him. But he didn't. He literally had so much respect for the fans, walked away, let it happen. And he actually had a really good game. I remember there's one point where the keeper did a goal kick out to him from high, and he back-heeled it back to the other defender with ease. And it's just so slick, and it was really great to see him at the heart of that QPR team. I thought he had a good game. Just one of those things where we overpowered them. So, big thank you to Steph Joe, you're absolute Fulham legend. It was really good that we gave him a positive reception, because that's what he deserves. Big kudos to Steph Joe, thank you. And we finally saw Tom Kearney return to the squad. I think many of us were hoping he was going to come off the bench and make a little appearance. It wasn't to be. We had a couple of injuries with Joe BRYAN knocking himself on the post, and CAVALEIRO going off after about 25 minutes. But I'm sure we'll see Tom in action on Wednesday, and I can't wait. And I'm really hoping Fabio Carvalho is going to get back into this team as soon as possible. We're hearing all sorts of rumours. In summary, he proved himself in the Premier League already at the age he is. We need to do everything we can to sign him. And it's a shame to hear about Francois not signing a new contract. But if I had to keep one youth player, probably out of all the youth players that come through for Fulham right now, it would be Carvalho. Are you going to the game on Wednesday? Let me know. Reading have lost 6 games in a row, so you know what that means. We are definitely going to lose on Wednesday. I'm joking. If we can make it 6 points in 5 days, then fantastic. It gives us hope despite Scott Parker's Bournemouth absolutely crushing it. We just need to focus on ourselves and do a great job. I think it's really important as well to say that QPR are having an incredible season under Mark Warburton, especially with the budget that they've spent. So massive credit to QPR for doing as well as they are, and if they can secure a playoff space towards the end of the season, it would be well deserved. There was a big fear yesterday that we would be the worst team in South West London. Luckily we got away with that one, so thank you Mitch. But yeah, massive credit to QPR. They do really, really well. Great manager, and I hope they keep up this level of consistency and performance, because it feels like they deserve it this year. So well done to them. Hopefully I'll see some of you there on Wednesday. My name's Stephen. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Please subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell so that you get notified when I make a video, and tell your friends about it.